All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. All right, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to face the east and give all infinite praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Chakurash, and double honor to the apostles and elders and the bishops, cause the formers of the earth that pushing and teaching the truth and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, you very few brothers and sisters out there that believe in this truth, that believe in the names of Yahweh, Bahashim, Shai, have faith, and you know, to you very few blood brothers. It's a lot. Got my mind in the whole twist right now. It's a lot that I want to bring out, man. It's a lot that I'm thinking about. You know, well, honestly, I'm just going to jump right into it, man. I'm just going to jump right into it. You know, cause we living in beautiful times now. Way more even before. You know, it becomes even more beautiful than what the Lord had painted it. You know, everything is running beautifully as how the prophecy speaks. You know, civil war, race war, you know, just war itself. It's finna be on all four fronts of this place, man. You know, and matter of fact, let me just go ahead and get right into the scriptures, man. You know, we ain't finna waste no more time, nor be too long with it. You know, and if you hear like loud noise or some shit, it's a damn plane in the air and shit. Pretty sure I can see the plane, but yeah, there's an airport somewhere near here for where I'm at. So yeah. So, anyways, what I'm gonna begin at is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 15 of verse 1. And it reads, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. You know, and who he's putting these words into, the words, his words into the mouth of the prophets, his men. All right. And cause them to be written in paper, but they are faithful and true. Right? Everything that has been written for our learning, you know, for us to have hope, you know, the stories, you know, the prophecy itself, you know, that's what we got to watch out for, right? The prophets wrote down prophecy, you know, and of course they wrote down the things that have been going on, you know, and as well as encouragement, you know, encouragement for brothers to stay in the faith, brothers and sisters to be in the faith, right? Verse 3. Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speaks against thee, right? Meaning the unbelief of others, you know? Especially these seasons that don't, you know what I'm saying, know what's going on or why we are, you know, doing what we do, right? While we are the highways and hedges preaching, right? You got heathens looking at us, you know what I'm saying, confused. But even though some of these heathens, they know, you know what I'm saying, through their you know, with Elam and you know what I'm saying, Arab and the curse on Esau, they know, you know what I'm saying, when they see prophets on you know what I'm saying, on the street corners, they know that it's gotta be something going on, you know? Cause that's how it was back then in the ancient times. Real, can you grab a quick precept? Excuse me. I should start over with this. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, and verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilences. What's the first thing that was mentioned? War. Cause what's going on? You're gonna have, you know what I'm saying, a nation from the north, as it was, for the time of Jeremiah. That was the Babylonians. Who do we call Babylon today? America. And what's going on with the ICE agents? They're going around just kidnapping and killing people for no fucking reason. You know? And that's exactly what we prophesied that was going to happen. That these devils, right? Trump, JD Vance, what's his name? Pete Hegseth, Marco Rubio, right? What's the other devil name? Steve, what's his name? I got it right. Steven or Stephen Miller, whatever the fuck his bitch ass name is, man. These devils only want war. Your government, who you trust in so much, they only want war. That's all they want. And you see what's going on with Venezuela, how all they was talking about, when Maduro, he's a drug lord, he's the head of a cartel, which has all been bullshit. All that been bullshit. It just been propaganda for you to believe that shit and just to be against Maduro, And they also been pushing videos of the Venezuelans, saying, they cheering on the fact that Maduro got taken on, which was bullshit. That was an old video that they've been pushing around. You see? I'm gonna let that damn plane go. Verse 9. The prophet was prophesied of peace. When the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh has sent that prophet, has truly sent that prophet. You see? So the Lord sent his men, right? The true prophets, his men that teach the 100% truth. He sent his men to bring back the nation of Israel. The elect of the nation of Israel, to be specific. It's not all of Israel will be saved on his side, as we continue to say to to you. As we continue to say to you, man. Because you got, these guys, they don't completely went left. They don't turn around. On this walk, they turn around. We going forward, they don't turn around. They miss Egypt. They miss that place, man. As we continue to walk, they don't made a whole 360 or whatever. They don't turn around and went back into the world. They're not teaching the truth no more. All right, them guys are just Christians now. Let me see if I can get another quick precept. Well, honestly, you know what? No. Going on back to second Esdras. Back to second Esdras 15, verse 3 again. Fear not the imagination against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speaks against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in unfaithfulness. Right? Read that one more time. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You see? Verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. All right? So let's expound on that a little bit. To read it over. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. Right? And what's he doing with with these viruses and illnesses or whatever that people are starting to catch, the H5, the H, I'm gonna call it the H5, which I believe is H5N1. It's H5N1. I believe the H5N1 virus. I'm gonna just call it H5. That is it sounds like a flu. It's almost something like a flu that people are catching. Okay, that's on the matter of fact, let me actually do this. Okay, so let me see. Uh, what the one that was said? I'll just get this one real quick. This came out on the 7th. This is a news article about the virus. Viral outbreaks are always on the horizon. Here are the viruses and infectious diseases expert is watching in 2026. So these are the diseases they're looking for. Influenza A. Influenza A is a perennial threat. Perennial threat. The virus infects a wide range of animals and had the ability to mutate rapidly. The most recent influenza pandemic caused by the H1N1 subtype of the influenza in 2009 killed over 280,000 people worldwide in the first year. That's the influenza disease, the virus, right? Of course, what a plague you got, the mpox, right? The mpox, y'all don't know what that is. They got this one. It starts with an O, and it look like it's an insect. With it, Oropoche. That would have looked like that would have seemed like it sounds like. What is with it? Fuck. Ain't really. It's not really giving me what I want. Let me do it like this. Oh yeah, that's another disease. Measles. Measles. I forgot all about that. Matter of fact, that just remind me. There's a dog running around in my neighborhood with measles. That was my granddad said. The dog just running around neighborhoods with just touching everything. You know, it came in our yard and it touched like a chair or whatever in the yard. And my granddad said he had to clean that bitch thoroughly. You know, he had to clean that shit. But we all know that all type of diseases and plagues or whatever going to come out. You know, even some that the Lord will create. You know, and have spread, and it may be not even be on the news. You know, it may not even be on the news, and people are getting sick. They don't know what they're getting sick by, right? Going back to the scripture, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world. The sword, right? The sword. Who the Lord going to use to bring against his people, the wicked of his people, right? The Babylonians. Again, what I said, the Babylonians are America today. The Edomites. The Edomites is going to run down on Jake. He's going to come in like a flood. You're going to know that he's going to have a short time, and it could be like a madman sparing none. You see, that's the devil. That's sick. That's the so-called white man. Get a quick precept on that. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 21, and verse 8. And it says, again, the word of the Lord Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy, and say, thus saith the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished, make it, it's like it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make myrrh? It contendeth the rod of my son as every tree, right? Matter of fact, let me get it in the NLT. The NLT is you know, let's see. The NLT, it is sharpened for terrible slaughter and polished to flash like lightning. In the matter of fact, in the let me go back to the second address, chapter 15 again, right? Then we're gonna jump down to verse 10. And it says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right. The Lord says his people are led to the slaughter, man. Meaning, the wicked of his people will be led to the slaughter. The wicked of his people will be slaughtered by the sword. And again, who is the sword that the Lord is using? Esau, Edom. Let's get another one. Let's get another quick one. The book of Isaiah, chapter 10. The book of Isaiah, chapter 10, and verse. I thought I seen it earlier. No, I thought about it. No, I seen it earlier. Here it is. Come on. The book of Isaiah, chapter 10, and verse 5. And it reads, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. The modern day Assyrians are Babylon. Any other empire, that have risen against the nation of Israel, which in these times now, Esau has risen against us. He over us now, right? The Lord used, matter of fact, going back to Assyria. Let's go back to, matter of fact, the time of Babylon. But matter of fact, hold on. Trying to get it right, but well, Syria and Babylon, both of them came against the Israelites, man. Both of them came against the Israelites. Salak had a little brain fart, Staring hard. Yeah, let me read it over. The book of Isaiah, chapter 10, and verse 9. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and staff in their hand and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. You see? So the Lord used, these nations against us all because of our iniquity, all because of us going off, disobeying the law, statutes, commandments, right? And like I said, the Assyrians came against us, the northern kingdom, right? And then Babylon, they came against the southern kingdom, which is the southern kingdom, making it Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and then the rest of the tribes as the northern kingdom. You see, they came against all of us, man. Going back to Ezekiel 10, the NOT still. It is sharpened for terrible slaughter, polished to flash like lightning. Now will you laugh? Those far stronger than you have fallen beneath its power. Yes, the sword is being sharpened and polished. It is being prepared for the executioner. Ooh wee. Son of man, cry out and wail. Pound your thighs in anguish. Pound your thighs in anguish. For that sword will slaughter my people and their leaders. Everyone will die. This is in the scriptures. This is the Lord prophesying through Ezekiel, right? It will put them all to the test. Continuing on, verse 13. It will put them all to the test. What chance do they have? Said the Lord Yahweh. You see? And he's doing this because people won't turn to him, right? He's speaking of the wicked of his people. They're not going to turn to Yahweh Shemel Shai and repent. No, they don't even give a fuck. They don't even care. They don't even, you know what I'm saying, have the spiritual eye to see it, right? That eyesight, right? Which is the spirit, man. It's the spirit. You know, the Lord got our people in deep sleep, not knowing the prophecies, not knowing, you know what I'm saying, what's to come, you know, not knowing what the Lord is doing. You see? But the Lord is saying, God doing this, God doing that, God bless this, God bless that, right? That's that Stockholm syndrome for our people, man. That's it for them. That Stockholm syndrome is deeply rooted in them to the fact that they don't even care. They don't care no more. So back to second address, 15, right? In verse 5, again, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword and famine, right? Famine. What is famine? You know, everybody don't know what famine is, but if you don't know what famine is being hungry, basically. It's just being starved to death. All right. Famine, there's no food around, you can't find nothing to eat. You know what I'm saying? It's very scarce of food left. Very scarce. All right. Let's see. Let me do it like this. Matter of fact, just like I read in Jeremiah chapter 28, I believe so. Let me go look back. You know, it said war, evil, and pestilence. But famine is one of them. Matter of fact, let's go. I know where. Let's see. Let's start off at the book of Matthew, chapter 24. Starting at verse 3. All right. Well, I don't know what time this was, man. You know, this Yahushua, you know, speaking to his disciples, was disciples coming to speak to Yahushua, you know, at the times to come. Cause they was thinking that the kingdom was going to come around that time, but it did. You know, they didn't know that it would be um some more time, you know, saying that we gotta suffer, you know, that we gotta come back and endure until that kingdom come, right? And now we're here, you know what I'm saying, at that last, you know what I'm saying, at that last stretch, you know. We don't went through everything that the Lord has promised that we will go through, still going through it until He comes back. You know, because the Lord said that He already had finished punishing us. You know, He had already finished punishing us. You know what I'm saying? For our iniquities. It's just Esau. He furthered the affliction. He furthered it. You know, so we got to endure this a little while longer until He comes back. Right? So the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us when all these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. Right? We already know that's the false prophet. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Right? Everything, every last bit of suffering, all these these prophecies gotta come to pass. Verse 7, and it says, be ye not troubled, meaning just continue to have the faith. Continue to have the faith. Don't even worry about it. You know, if you're in good spirits, don't worry about it. The Lord is coming to protect you, man. The Lord will protect you from these times to come. From the war, from famine, you know, from the pestilences, right? Even from war, because we know the draft's going to come. Where was that? Yeah, verse 7. For For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes and diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. The beginning of sorrow is slowly intensifying because the sorrows have been started. The sorrows been started. They just intensifying, just like Jacob's trouble. It's just intensifying. You know, the Lord is turning the heat up on everything, man. He's turning the heat up on everything. Then shall, it's like, let me jump down. Well, I keep reading. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And you shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. Even our own people hate us for what we teach. Our own people hate us for what we teach, man. Because we teach that if you don't worship the name Yahweh Shemel Shai, which is true, that is name, that's his true name. It's not God nor Jesus. You know, no Yahweh, no Yahshua, no Yah, you know, no Israel. The Heavenly Father name is Yahweh. Yahweh. And the Son's name is Yahweh Shai. You can go through the ancient Hebrew and look that up, man. You know? Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted. We know that we're gonna be tried for our faith. We know that some of us may be put in prisons, some of us may be put to death, some of us may be goddamn, you know, you know, we don't know what's gonna happen in these times, you know what I'm saying, truly, you know, as in detail. But we just know that based from what the Lord for what the Lord is saying through the prophets, you know, which this is the Lord himself, Yahweh Shai, right? He's speaking these, you know, we know that it's him doing it, you know, and he promised us. He prayed for us, man. Yahweh Shai prayed for us that we be protected, you know, during these times. But at the end of the day, let the will of Yahweh be done. Let the will of Yahweh be done. Because this is Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, right? The Most High. He's orchestrating everything, man. He has everything moved to how he planned it from the beginning. All right. And there shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. And many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right. The love of many waxing cold. Your family members going to turn on you. You know that your one cousin, your one favorite cousin that you had, back in the world, right? He may turn on you all because you worship the Lord, right? Even your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, man. It doesn't matter. The Lord will have anybody in your household return on you, man. Uh, yeah, I continue. What was it? Yeah, verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, then shall the end come, right? And we know that we start the world with this word. Everybody is stirred in their minds, thinking like, what's going to happen? What's going on? Why these prophets out in the highways and hedges? Preaching and going on about Babylon, about Israel, about the elect, about Esau, this and that and the third. And because the Spirit of the Lord is upon us to preach these things, man. When ye therefore shall see the abomination of desolation spoken by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place, whoso readeth, let him understand. Right? That was just speaking of, 7 AD, but all these times are coming again in our time, man. You know? I don't got what I want. Back to second Esdras, 15, verse 5 again. Death and destruction. Death and destruction, man. And we're just continuing on. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. See? Wickedness going rapid. Everybody, living in their lust. You know? These people are not looking forward to uh, uh you know and what was that I heard? I forgot about it that quick. It is what it is. But yeah, I'll just keep reading. I don't know, lost what I want to say. Therefore said the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely committed, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cries unto me, and the souls of the judge complain. The souls of the judge complain continually. Exactly, man. And the Lord is not gonna, you know, wait till a Jake get done with his wickedness. Then, he repent. That's when the Lord gonna come back. The Lord is not waiting upon nobody. The Lord is not waiting upon nobody. Everything is moving fast. Everything's moving fast. As soon as 2026 hit, everything started moving fast. You know, way more stuff happening, man. It just thinking on it, even try to talk about it, is a mouthful. It's a mouthful of what's going on, man. All right. And therefore said the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Again, like I read earlier, mentioned with the sword, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, And I would not suffer them to dwell. I would not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. What the fuck? A pink Cybertruck. Man, what a ugly ass shit. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, but I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretch out arm, smite Egypt with plagues as before, as he did back with the time of Moses, and will destroy all the land thereof, man. You see, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smiting with the plagues and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. And the Lord is bringing a whole lot of punishments upon this place, man. All right. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, right? And now this going to, sedition among the men, civil war, right? Just war. It could be war in America. We ain't gonna be, as they say that it's war in the Middle East. Now it's gonna be war in America. It's gonna be war in America. Verse 14 again. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Right? Verse 15. For the sword, their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. Doesn't that sound like civil war? Now with ICE and what they did to that woman, that shit is definitely fucked up. It definitely fucked up. You know, but what that ICE agent did was definitely wrong. You know, cause why? When you look at the video, man, I'm not even finna go into, saying why it was wrong. Everybody knows it was fucking wrong. The whole nation knows it was wrong, right? But when that shit transpired and when that shit happened, before that shit happened, she was, matter of fact, let me actually go to a clip real quick. All right, I'm gonna play this. It's like 3 minutes, so ain't really much. It's a little way you have to hear it. Fair use, fair use. And hopefully I can hear it.
Eric Vallier is a 25-year career federal agent who most recently oversaw use of force investigations for Homeland Security Investigations, or HSI.
Well, matter of fact, I'll do this because it's coming off of the elder brother. It's coming off of the elder GMS All Precepts. His channel name in the video is entitled "The World Must Be Governed by Force," and the words of Stephen Miller. That was the words of Stephen Miller. He put the quote in his title, and the rest of the title says, "The storm is here, martial law and escalation of trouble." So you can go watch his channel. GMS All Precepts, so go and be edified. But basically, in the video I was trying to show, I basically was trying to show the video again. How the lady got killed or whatever. But when you look at the video, man, of course, the lady, she in no car, she in a truck. She about to drop off, but it's showing it was showing the no, that's another better video, but it was a video of the police officer that shot her. He was recording, saying himself. You know, he had his phone out. He recording the lady, had her face in the camera and all. Why I say recording himself. He had a phone and he recorded off of his phone, his own phone. Because everybody else was out. They had their phones out. But he just it's like me just sounding buffer. But when the ICE agents pull up, near the woman, they got out. The one that shot the lady, again, he had his phone out. He was walking around her truck. He was walking around the truck, you know what I'm saying? And when he got in front of her, then that's when she got scared, and that's when he pulled out his gun and shot her 3 times, right? Shot her 3 times right there, point blank, execution style, right? So that whole altercation could have handled different, you know. The whole situation could have happened way different, and she wasn't even, she was in the middle of the road because it was another vehicle beside her that was trying to move forward, and she allowed the vehicle to go around her just so she could turn around. So, and after that, that's when the ICE agent pulled up, turned the lights on, and got out of the car, tell her to get the fuck out, right? Oh yeah, another thing, the police officer that shot her, at the end, after he shot her, and saying, saw the car moving forward, in the video he took, he said fucking bitch. That his words. The officer that shot that lady, he said fucking bitch as he shot her. Now, man, just to think about it even more, it's like, man, how how do y'all still got this man as president? Why do y'all still got this man as president? Why have nobody, according to the Constitution? Why this man still as president? See, people are scared. The American people are fucking scared of the government, man. Yeah, they talk all this shit they fucking want. You know, they talk all the shit they want about the government. What they doing and this and that, the third, but they won't do shit about it. They won't do shit about it. You see, at the end of the day, man, they're set up to watch over the people. They're set up to watch over the people. They set up to watch over you. You know, so whatever problem y'all may having, why y'all ain't going to the government and try to figure that out, man? You know, the American people so built on the Constitution. What the fuck is going on? Do you know the Constitution yourself? It's like a barrel. I got something else that I wanna. Matter of fact, let me show this. I'm pretty sure you got some people that love to watch wrestling. WWE, SmackDown, all that shit. These are people when they sing the national anthem, everybody was booing it as she was singing. Look, I know my phone sounds down. I'm trying to turn the volume up, but I'm guessing I need to clean the speakers or whatever. Yeah, I think I need to clean the speakers so they ain't gonna sound too loud. Working in the warehouse is fucking hell. All that damn dust. But all the American people are booing the singer, right? the American people was booing, the people that was in the stadium, man, they was booing. And here's most definitely this. The mayor of Minneapolis. Can't forget the message he sent to ICE.
ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
You see? I'm gonna just try to bring out a couple videos just so y'all can see what's going on, man. Fucking hell. Ooh-wee. So I'm trying to find this video, man. Things are heating up, man. Things are definitely heating up. And I'm seeing more as I'm trying to find the videos now. I'm seeing way more videos. I'll say this as I'm looking for it. Man, if you're not seeking your how about Shemel Shah, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing, man? If you're not worshiping how about Shemel Shah, then just stay where the fuck you is, man. You is not needed. None of us is needed, but just, man, no. Bring this out. Just after that was after that whole, thing going on, with the lady. The caption said right-wing protesters calls for violence while standing next to ICE. We executed one of you yesterday. Boy, oh boy. They trying to raise up. They tired of y'all shit, man. They tired of y'all shit. They God dang. But they are tired of your shit, man. You've been having a lot of people speaking out about this now. Ever since that thing happened, a lot of more people starting to speak out. Second Amendment right to protect ourselves. Second Amendment right. These people are fed up. And as the days continue to progress, as the days continue to go on and on and on, a lot more people are going to realize that America is bullshit. A lot more people are going to realize that America is bullshit. This was one. Ooh, I didn't even saw this one. I didn't even saw this one. Hold on, let's look. Let's listen to this one because this JD Vance going on about some that people are lying. Oh my goodness, man! You can y'all see? Fuck.
The way that the media, by and large, has reported this story has been an absolute
Come on now.
disgrace, and it puts our law enforcement officers at risk every single day. If the media wants to tell the truth, they ought to tell the truth that a group of left-wing radicals have been working tirelessly, sometimes using domestic terror techniques to try to make it impossible for the President of the United States to do what the American people elected him to do, which is enforce our immigration laws. You people in the media, not everybody in this room, but many people in this room have been lying about this attack. Everybody who's been repeating the lie, and it's
Man, listen. Since they want to play the victim, right? Matter of fact, let me also bring this out before the phone died. Cause the phone about to die. I want to bring this out real quick, just to speak on Stephen Miller, his bitch ass. Okay, they watching the media. They all watching the media, man. They watching through your phone. They watching through your TV, Wi-Fi, anything that you got. You know what I'm saying? Where everything got Signal and you know what I'm saying, Wi-Fi, or whatever. You know, it really doesn't even matter what it is. If it's advanced enough, TV, smartphone, you know what I'm saying, watch or whatever the case may be, you could be tracked. You could be tracked. They can listen to you. They listen to me right now. They listen to me right fucking now, man. Look at this shit. Look, matter of fact, I read it. Watch. Slock it, man. I'm just excited. I'm excited, man. And excuse me for my phone the way it is. The New York Times, Stephen Miller offers a strong man's view of the world. And he says, President, it says on the bottom, President Trump's trusted advisor is casting his hard right gaze abroad, saying the world must be governed by force. Oh, wait, I thought America was the safest country in the planet. You know, I thought America was the safest place on the planet. You know, and nothing can fuck with us. You know, man, listen. America's the fucking joke. America is the fucking joke. And to anybody that's still believing in this place, thinking that it's a good place to be, you can get a fucking career out of this place. Man, they just want you as slaves. These motherfuckers just want you as slaves, man. The mother Man, listen, the top officials, the very top officials, you know, that kissing Donald Trump ass, they don't give a fuck about the American people. None of them do. The whole government don't even give a fuck about them. You know? Ooh-wee. To govern by force, man. To govern by force, that's them wanting to implement that new world agenda. That's them letting you know, hey, our plan is going to be fulfilled no matter what the fuck is in our way. These devils are fucking prideful. These devils are fucking prideful. Where was going there? Now I get this, but we're gonna bring this out even more. The book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein. And ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, for the devil, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Might as well go into that word devil, right? Because people are so oblivious and so dumb-minded to what the devil means or who the devil truly is. It's not no damn man down underneath the earth with a pitchfork, or red all over, a red garment, or whatever, and laughing, you know, saying the whole time, you know, or man just waiting for people to come down to burn in the lake of fire. The lake of fire could be America. So we're gonna cause that lake of fire. Thermonuclear missiles, right? It's going to the word devil. It's going to mean slanderer, right? The Greek word for devil is diabolos. Diabolos. Man, where is it? Oh, there. All right. Diabolos.
Strong's G1228. Diabolos. Diabolos.
Diabolos. And it means prone to slander, slanderous, accusing falsely. Jumping out to the second meaning, metaphor applied to a man who, by opposing the cause of God, may be said to act the part of the devil or to side with him. So the devil not even just one person, man. You know, as we say, these devils, that devil, devil just means slanderer. That's all it means. But you see, for somebody that don't even know what the word means, they're just going to continue to say it like, oh, that it just means because this person said no. Fuck what they say. What does it actually mean? Look it up. That's why the American people so fucking retarded, because they don't look stuff up. Just going about their fucking day. They don't even care. As long as they can afford a brand new TV, a brand new F-150, buy as much guns as they want, they don't fucking care. That's all you gotta do for the people is just cast out wherever the fuck they desire, you know, and materialistic shit, just create things that is pleasing to the eye for the people, that they would just cast off for what they truly know, you know. They even denounce their own religion just for what the fuck they desire. And that's our people. They don't, man, listen. It's a lot that I want to say, but it is what it is. I don't even got that much time, so let me bring this quick precept up. The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, starting at verse 68. And it reads, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. Right? Antiochus Epiphanes, right, the fourth, specifically, at the time where he, what a word, what a word I want to use, basically desecrated the temple, you know, he don't sacrifice the damn pig there, you know, done said he basically shut it down, man, or quote unquote shut it down, right? Just like what he did, Trump is finna do the exact same thing, but except he finna do it to the people instead, you know, cause Trump know who the Israelites are, man. He know who the fuck he is. Why do you think he started with ICE? You know what I'm saying? Doing this whole deportation. That's why that's where he want to go after them. That's the whole reason they want to do this shit. And they're gonna get everybody. Doesn't even fucking matter. Fuck it. It is what it is. You heard what Trump said when he off that soundbite where he said, I don't give a fuck if I go down. I'm bringing everybody down with me. That's what Trump said. But nobody know what he said. Cause why? Cause these devils know how to hide shit. And these devils know the American people ain't finna search for it. Cause why? They don't care. They got a good paying job. They got a nice old car. They got a big old family. Got people to take care of, whatever case may be, or whatever. But not everybody's paying attention to the news, or let alone the social media. TikTok is the new news network. You can get all the news you need off of TikTok. The mainstream media, they just like what these just like these devils, man. Spreading propaganda. It's just like what JD Vance said, you know what I'm saying? The media is spreading false lies, you know, spreading lies on the media about the whole uh the killing of the woman. Man, these devils are the biggest fucking propaganda spreaders there is, man. They spread propaganda just to hide what they're doing behind closed doors. That's these devils. And they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot. For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Right? And this the point this is the main thing that we trying to get into our people. They shall be like madmen sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. That's ICE. That's Trump and his Gestapo. You know, that Trump and his men, his military men, they sent out to all the cities. You know, and trying to say deportating immigrants. Who really they going to deport? They're going to deport anybody that is deemed a threat. They're going to send anybody all to whatever country in the Middle East or foreign land or whatever if you don't uh, uh, basically bow down the knee to them, man. If you don't fuck with Trump, oh well, too bad. You got to go or you got to die, right? That's just the whole thing with Trump. If you don't like Trump, he wants you dead. That's the thing about Trump, but nobody fucking cares about that shit, right? They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, right? For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. One more time, real quick, another one. Another news article. It's coming from Common Dreams. And it says, hours after U.S. citizen shot dead by ICE, it's talking about a woman. JD Vance said door-to-door operations are coming. JD Vance said that door-to-door operations are coming. So they're going to knock at your door, you know, to see who you is. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're an American citizen or not, right? They're coming to door, see whether you're an immigrant or a citizen. If you're not a citizen, they're going to ship you off or they're going to kill you. But if you is a citizen, then you better be one diehard citizen. What I mean by that is you don't like Trump, and you got to go as well. It doesn't matter if you're a citizen. But people finna see what the fuck this man truly wants. People finna see his true desire. So it doesn't even matter whether people listen to us. It doesn't matter what people do. It's going about their lives. Life gonna hit them in the fucking face. You know? Man, it's just so much, man. It's so much that's going on. Man. Y'all brothers and sisters, stay prayed about it, man. You know? I'm going to end this, but like I said about God. But there we go. Yep, there we go. Shalom. We're done. We get all different graces on their glory. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Hakadosh, the bounds to the apostles and others out there, man. And brothers and sisters out there, Shalom, shalom, stay prayed up.